Hello everyone, my name is Maryam Isa. This is my second video about phpBB system. System design. Firstly, the user will specify the URL and web browser, which is Firefox. The web browser will request the URL from web server Apache 2 that will communicate with application server PHP. The PHP will request the information from database server MySQL since it stores all the information about the website. And finally, the database server will reply back to the application server. phpBB is built-in feature system, which are they? Anti-spam bot, permissions, user groups, profile, friendship, and private messaging. Firstly, anti-spam bot is managed by the admin server in the administration control panel in order to prevent foreign popularity and decrease traffic. In spam bot countermeasures option, enable the feature and choose an option from the menu in the installed plugins like question and answer, and then click configure. In the configuration page, write the questions and all the valid answers and then click submit. To make sure anti-spam bot works, it should be displayed in the registration page. Second feature is permissions. Admins use it to restrict files and features to specific users, as it's modified in the Permission tab in the Administration Control panel. Click Group Permissions in the left panel and choose User Group, and then assign permissions to that user group and click Apply All Permissions. User Groups. Administrators can manage user groups to delegate administration to specific users or to assign them permissions. This is done by clicking Manage Users option in the left panel. Then, type the username of the user and choose a Groups form. In Add User to Group menu, choose a newly registered users and click Submit. To make sure user is added, the user goes to User Control panel under User Groups tab. Users group membership will be listed. When clicking newly registered users' username should be displayed. Profile. This feature is available for both admin and users. They can add avatars and signatures. To add signature, click Profile tab and choose Edit Signature. After the signature is added, the signature will be showing at the end of each post and reply. Friendship. It can be done by both admin and users as it allows making friends. Under the Friends and Posts tab, type the username of the user and click Submit. After clicking Submit, the user will be added to your friends. Private messaging. This feature is allowed by admin and users. They can send messages to each other privately. This is done in the Private Messaging tab and click Compose Message to write the message. After sending the message will be stored in the sender's outbox while the recipient will receive it in the inbox. The recipient can reply to the message and full message history will be stored in both senders and recipient boxes. The critical reflection. The difficulties that I have faced. Video limits because I found 7 or 8 minutes are not enough to fulfill the project's requirements. However, I managed myself to achieve them by wise time planning per slide. Comments because I found some comments are not working, but with researching and reading the guide, I knew my mistakes and fixed them. Submission days because the first video was in Ramadan and it's hard to work at university, so I exported my virtual machine and worked on the project at home. What I learned from project experience is detailed knowledge about systems since I knew that nearly every system consists of web server, application server, and database server and their purposes. Video making experiences. I don't have much experience in making videos. The project was such an opportunity for me to learn. Comparing my project with others under the same category, I found several strengths and weaknesses in both of us. When it comes to my strengths, I have easy installation steps, good video making skills, clear explanation, and clear voice. However, my weakness was in video 1 where we had to justify the installation steps. I don't believe that I gave justification in details. while in other projects I found clear justified steps and good editing skills, while the only weakness I found is they were speaking fast. I was able to approach the project differently. I would be careful about time management the way I can manage myself to work on the project early and during the classes times to avoid making pressure on myself by working out of the classes times. Second, I would explain more to make everything clear and shows good understanding. Third, I would read the guidelines to prevent the same mistakes occur again. Due to my experience in phpBB, I would suggest products to improve the next version of the system. Firstly, sitemap due to the lack of search engine optimization. The sitemaps protocols allows the webmaster to inform search engine about URLs on a website. Hence, users will overcome the obstacle of searching. Second, since phpBB suffers lack of social media integration, I would suggest a built-in phpBB application to ensure easy reach of the client.